I'm Amber at Grace Walk Farm. Welcome to my garden. This is the first garden tour of 2025. Let's get into it. This year, my approach to the garden has changed a little bit from past years. So we've always gardened mostly in raised beds, and then over the last couple of years, we've started working on improving the soil on our farm so that we could grow more in the ground. And that's exactly what we're doing this year. This area you see behind me, we used to treat as a monocropping area. What I mean by that is we would use this as our pumpkin patch, or one year we grew potatoes here. Another year we grew sweet potatoes here, and this year we are making this into a food forest. So we've added vertical gardening trellises. As you can see, we added a huge tunnel, and then we've added rows here for growing tomatoes. And so we're growing about 25 different crops in this area. Let me take you around and I'll show you what we've got planted. So we'll start here in the tunnel of love, as we like to call it. This tunnel is made of cattle panels that we have just bent into arches, and they're attached to T-posts on each side. And in this tunnel, we're growing a variety of things. We're growing cherry tomatoes, melons, pumpkins, winter squash, cucumbers, cucamelons, and then some fun melon varieties like Kajari melons and cantaloupe. So every trellis on the tunnel has a different crop in it, and here in a few months when I bring you back for a garden tour, this whole thing will be full of food, and I cannot wait to show it to you. You'll notice even at the entrance to our tunnel, we're adding companion plantings. So we've got rosemary there, and our seedlings are starting to come up here all the way down. And then here in this side area, it's not going to waste. We have peppers planted there. And then in this area, we have corn that is planted in. And then here at the bottom, this is going to be squash. And we've set a row of marigolds that will create a border all the way down where we'll have vegetables, flowers, and then a walking path before you go into the tunnel. And then over here on this side, we've set our trellises up a little bit differently. You can see each one is just mounted to T-post. They're about 18 inches up off the ground, and we are growing our tomatoes here. So we have tomatoes, basil, and marigolds tucked in here. And then on the ends of each row, we have sunflowers that are planted that should be coming up soon. And then over on the side where we have this huge open area, we have planted a row of okra that will be a natural border here. So a lot of this part of the garden is still just seeds, but before long, you'll be able to see the progress. And we'll be bringing you back for garden tours month to month, all season long, so you can watch as it changes and as it grows. So in past years, we've grown our tomatoes in the back garden, and we've kind of switched it up this year, and we're growing them here in the front for the first time. That's because we are really trying to lean into crop rotation and improving our soil. And so we think the tomatoes will do really well in this area because we have been really faithful to add plenty of good nutrients to the soil in this spot. You see the layer of wood chips behind me that are covering the soil, but what you can't see is months and months of adding compost and worm castings and rabbit manure and goat manure and lots of natural things. There's layers of leaves and layers of wood chips, and it has created this beautiful dark soil, and I think my tomatoes are going to do fabulous here. And then we come to the raised bed garden. Here behind me, you'll see my beautiful little raised bed area. It is popping. It is full of spring crops. So let's go take a look at what's growing. The name of the game this year is packing a lot of food into a little space. So you'll see a lot of crops kind of crammed into these beds, and they're all working together beautifully. We have turnips and kale. There are some carrots in this bed. This is a Japanese flowering kale. Isn't it beautiful? I can't wait to see that one get big. The turnips are close to being ready to harvest, and then once those come out, the kale will have room to get even larger. We have some sage tucked in here in the corner as a companion. There's even a little Thai basil plant tucked in here. But this bed is looking beautiful. And then over here, this bed is actually finishing out. I've been harvesting radishes, so you can see it's thinning out. I have one little row left to harvest, probably later today. And then we're gonna come in here and I'm gonna start planting bush beans and some bushing squash varieties in place of these things that I pull out. Over in this bed, we have some beautiful greens. There's some more turnips, there's some radishes, some beautiful kale. And then we've also got some gorgeous, gorgeous broccoli. Like, it's starting to sort of form a head. We're just getting to that point. So I would guess that we will be harvesting broccoli here in early June, but these are looking really, really good. And then here on the trellis, we've already got tiny beans coming up. And on this one, we have more beans coming up. So these trellises will be filling in very, very soon. Now let's go take a look over there. So this bed has some empty spaces where you can tell I've been harvesting and making room, but we have some beautiful Paris Island romaine lettuce growing here and some butter crunch lettuce in the corners. And then we have some carrots that are coming up all around through here. And then what I'm getting ready to do next is I'll be coming in these blank spaces and starting to sow some more summer crops. So lots more going in here. We have cucumbers coming up on the side that will climb this trellis. And then over in this bed, we have more beautiful greens. This is some Chinese cabbage on this side. And then there on the left, you'll see we have more lettuce and carrots coming in. And there's even a sunflower that has volunteered right there in the corner. So that's fun too. In case you haven't noticed, I'm completely obsessed with having arches in the garden. So we added 2 more in this little area. And these are planted with white cucumbers, one of our absolute favorite things, and one of the things our local customers request more than anything. So we want you to know we're growing lots and lots of white cucumbers for you this year. And in this little area behind where we've got those white cucumbers planted, we have some beautiful lemon balm. There's strawberries. This is spearmint in the bed here, comfrey in the larger bed there. And then we have some kale and some cabbages down in the end of this bed. So lots going on in this part of the garden. And then if we go through the arches, we can look at the last 2 beds on this side, full of sage, obviously. And I'm loving it. We also have beets and cabbage in this bed and a few onions and lots of onions coming in over there. They're finally getting big and I'm really excited about our onion harvest this year. Now this area is probably the trickiest spot in my garden. So you'll see the big bushy potatoes. We have 2 beds of potatoes that look fabulous. They're doing great. And then you've got a bare bed right here that is full of seeds. It's gonna be coming up full of squash soon. And then this bed right here has some cabbage and some tromboncino squash seeded, and that is also coming in. And you can see we've got rain barrels leaning against the house where we are building more rain barrel setups for watering the garden. We have fallen in love with the rain barrels and we were so successful using those last year to water that we want to add a rain barrel system over there on the greenhouse as well this year. So with it being the first garden tour of the season, there's still lots of blank spaces behind me. And even though they look empty, they're actually not. They're full of seeds. So by next month's garden tour, every bed will be full and I'll be able to tell you the exact varieties I've planted, and I'll start to walk you through how to care for each kind of veggie that I'm growing. I plan to get pretty detailed with you this summer, so I hope you'll follow and stick around, subscribe to the channel. But we're filling in these spaces with veggies, and then you can see like there's some echinacea back in there, some perennial herbs. And then this area is full of peas. Look at those beautiful peas coming in. And then we have the big garden back that way where our beans are growing. Let me show you. So if you've been around for a while, you probably recognize this area by our back patio. This is where we normally grow our tomatoes, but this year we are growing beans out here. In fact, we're growing 4 rows of beans. So we are doing no, I'm telling you wrong. We are doing Blue Lake beans, pole beans. Last year we did Kentucky Wonder. This year we're doing Blue Lake pole beans. And we're doing 4 rows. We have 2 planted now. We're waiting a few weeks, and then we're going to plant the second half of them to kind of spread our harvest out so we're not completely overwhelmed with beans all at once. but this is going to be beautiful. When those vines fill in, I cannot wait to come back next month and show you how quickly this will change. But right now you get a good look at our empty layout and how the trellises work, because you can't really see the plants yet. So I didn't want to skip this garden tour because I want you to see what I see when it's still pretty empty. Like, it's nothing but potential. But even like this, I see 80% of my family's food for the year is already planted. So that is a really good feeling. So if you're new here and you're like, this is cool, you have a big garden, who are you? I want to take just a minute and kind of reintroduce myself. I've not been super faithful with YouTube over the last year, but my Instagram community has grown. And as I've been sharing more and more of my garden on social media over and over, you guys are asking for me to do more teaching and to document it in long form content. So that's what I'm gonna do. I am here today to commit to you that I'm gonna show up in this space this summer and I'm gonna show you my garden. I would love it if you leave questions in the comments. If you have ideas of things you would like to see, I'm just gonna let you spend the summer with me. We're gonna grow the food, we're gonna preserve the food, and we're going to just do it as friends. So if you've ever been interested in what it looks like to be a homesteader, stick around. I'm gonna teach you this summer. I'm gonna just show you a little behind the scenes of my life, and you can learn as we go. So I am homesteading in North Carolina. We are in garden zone 8A. They've changed it. We used to be 7B, but when they redrew the map, now we're 8A. And we typically have a long gardening season. Our last frost is in mid-April, and then our first frost of the fall is usually around the end of October. So I have from May to October to grow pretty much anything. And then in the fall and winter, we continue to grow. We grow pretty much year round here. And we can grow plenty of greens, cabbages, brassicas, things like that in the winter months, root veggies. And our climate here is pretty moderate. So even though we do get a little snow in the winter, we don't get a lot. So with row covers and a few little sneaky strategies, we are able to produce food year round here in Western North Carolina. So I hope you'll stick around and grow with me this summer. I'll be showing you lots more as we go, as the garden fills in. I also have about 35 medicinal herbs tucked in this garden, and if you guys would like to learn more about those, let me know. And I could totally do like a medicinal garden tour where I show you those plants and what they do and how we use them. You guys know I love herbs, so I'm always up to do an herb video if you're interested in that. But tell me what you want to see. Like, I feel like I'm a newbie here on YouTube, so help me out. Tell me what you'd like me to do a video about, and I look forward to spending more time with you here on YouTube this summer. Thanks for hanging out in my garden, and I'll see you soon.